sir. Welcome to Deliverable 1A. And the first thing we are going to cover is the influence diagram. So the influence diagram starts from net income. It's broken up into income and cost. Income is influenced by numerous things. Salary is one of them, and how user service and grade affect it. BAH and how user service and grade affect that. Then deployment pay can be added to your income, followed by benefits given by the GI Bill, education allowance, commissary PX benefits, or benefits tied to dependents. Lastly, income is affected by a retirement date and how your retirement date may affect how much money you're earning. And then lastly, investment returns and how that's going to go into income. Finally, there's also cost. Cost is affected by inflation, taxes, and the cost of living. Cost of living is how much you pay day to day. Taxes is how much is taxed from your income, and lastly, inflation is how much inflation will affect how much money is taken away from you from your income, which will all sum after cost being subtracted from incomes will be the net income. Now we can see this in the Excel spreadsheet. So beginning at income, we account for the flat income based off your pay grade and years of service, which is here. Benefits for dependents, commissary, education, anything is summed up here. Housing income, your BAH is accounted for here, followed by investment returns, maybe any special hazardous pay for deployments, and then lastly the cost of living adjustments. Finally, all those are summed up into the total income, which is here. That is followed by cost. Cost is basically just taxes, cost of living, and inflation rate. All of those will be accounted for and summed up into total cost after the inflation rate is increasing or reducing the total cost. That will give the final total cost after inflation. Now, immediate cash flow is your current income minus the total cost after inflation is your net income. Your long-term cash flow counts how much you have into savings, how much you're going to put into savings from this current income, and then what's your retirement date and how that will affect your long-term financial goals. And lastly, we have personal expenses. So that will be how much money is left over after expenses and how much you put into savings. That's the money left over. Then what other things are you going to spend, like for maybe dates, club memberships, movies, alcohol, fun, whatever. This is all going to be summed up and subtracted, which will give you the last final number, which will give the soldier the last final number of how much money they have remaining. Now, using this Excel spreadsheet, we can track what they're paying for, how much they're paying for it, and how that goes in with their rank, their pay grade, and all their other immediate long-term goals. And we will be able to properly count them accordingly. Thank you for your attention, sir.